All right, this is the Dustin Longnecker June episode. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Take two.
Come on down, we'll show you around at the corner. Shake your hand, we're in a band at the corner. What's your name? Play a game at Couples Corner.
Happy Father's Day. Boo,
To
boo,
you.
boo, boo.
And me.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Jack, right?
Yes, sir.
Jackie boy.
Yeah. Jack Francis.
Jackie boy. Well, happy Father's Day.
Thank you. You too.
Hi, and welcome to another exciting episode of Capal's Corner. I'm your host, Benny Capal. With me today, I have another father. This guy.
That's me.
Dustin Longnecker.
That's me.
Petersburg, born and raised. Did you not look at the camera?
I don't know what I
We
was
just told
doing.
you to look at that camera. Embarrassing. I'm sorry. Sorry, America. So first of all, you are a son of a nursery business.
Yeah.
There's no business in that nursery.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was going with that. Anywho's, so you have a nursery out in Petersburg, correct?
Yeah. No, it was a labor of love for my grandparents, passed on to my dad. I've been doing that with him for almost like 20 years since I was 12. We've kind of barreled our way into finding our niche, and it's something nice because I think it's a good balance between teaching. Like when I'm sick of dealing with social ideas, I can go do physical work, and it's fulfilling. And it's just good too because it's family.
Right, absolutely. Do you think you'll take over the nursery someday?
I think I'll take over a form of it. I don't know that it'll be the big business that my dad has. It might just be growing and harvesting. It might just be tear outs and reinstalls. I don't know. There's like with landscaping, there's so many fingers you can do.
Right.
Like landscaping can constitute a whole, and I truly think that in some way, shape, or form, it'll be mine.
You know, everybody loves a nice spruce or bush.
Yeah,
front
you
yard,
know, you gotta love a bush.
Yeah, you gotta love that bush. Now, also, you were a musician. We've played in bands coinciding. You being
Yeah.
Petersburg, me being
Some great
Ida,
shows
Spaghetti
together.
Zombies. This is
Yep.
everything. And through the years, like we've interconnected our
Yep.
groups through our bands, which is
Yep.
interesting. That we haven't been in. We're gonna do a duo. We should do a dual
There we
singing
go.
band
Yeah.
where it's like that would be
Some
really cool to do.
ukuleles,
Well, we
maybe
almost
some
did a
little-
project.
Yeah.
We almost did
early
on the wings of our friendship or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a thought.
Oh,
Yeah, that it never came to fruition, but it was a cool idea. I think the problem was
friendship.
I needed to be, the star of it, and I was like, I don't know if I could handle. I mean, it's tough. I mean, people expect Benny to, run the show. So yeah, so you were in This Is Everything, and then eventually you kept moving to keep moving.
Yeah. No, This Is Everything was more just a group of friends growing up together and just really enjoying music together. And Kyle Spots, Kyle Wagenick, Jordan Downing, and then it morphed into Mike Doyle and Ethan Holy. And it was just a good coming of age. I got to have something to do with my friends while we grew up. And then Keep Moving was kind of more about the sound.
There wasn't enough Kyles in Keep Moving.
Yeah, there was one Kyle in Keep Moving. No, Kyle Wagenick moved away.
He kept moving.
Yeah, he
From
kept
you.
moving.
No.
And then, we formed Keep Moving shortly after that with Mitch and Nick and I, Mitchell Graves, and then Nick Good and I in the early days. And I really liked the sound of that band. It was more adult. It was an adult style band where This Is Everything was more just us being kids and seeing if something would stick to the wall.
Yeah, and the lyrics were probably very immature compared to.
Oh yeah, the singing style I think was also probably. Anyway, yeah.
So that's cool. So musician, nursery boy, and you're also a coach and a teacher, correct?
Yeah.
So you do and a dad. So you're kind of that creepy guy.
It's fun trying to be a coach to your child because, as I'm sure you know, there are definitely times where your child gives nothing about your valuable information.
It hurts me as a father when you think they're going to be super interested in something and they want nothing to do.
Yeah. I try to, when you hit 10 years old, running becomes strenuous. Until then, running is the most, everyone wants to race.
Yeah, right.
Let me challenge you to this race. My son will be in the car and whoever's in the passenger seat, he'll be like, should we race? Can I race you? And so I'm excited about that being a track coach, what that might turn into. It's also been really cool, being a small part of young women and young men's lives as they get older, move forward. I've had some really good experiences with some students early on in Detroit. The Diva Taylors, the Janelle Buffkins, the Janelle. I said Janelle
It
twice.
really does sound like you're making up these.
Yeah, I am.
The Diva Divas. And
When I got to Britton Deerfield, the first year at Britton Deerfield, I had like 4 athletes, and one of those athletes went to state with me, Dylan Appleman, and it's just been really cool to see those people go on and have families and do other things, and who have been a small part of like their upbringing, because like track was a big thing that helped me grow up. So
I had some amazing coaches in my past, and I've learned a lot through coaches, but I've also had the opposite of coaches at times.
Yeah,
and I've
no,
learned
and
a lot not to do.
well, I think too. I think that's how your life lessons go. Like I had really good coaches who I leaned on and like wanted to be around all the time, and I had really bad coaches who like made me think I could do the job better. And I think, I don't know, I think I always talk about, like, I still consider myself a young coach, but when I talk to people who are coaching their first year or whatever, everybody wants their athletes to run through a brick wall for them. But you got to get that moment of like, I care about you first, and
you got to gain their trust,
and then
right?
take the wall.
They
off
got to
and be like,
want. They got to want it as you can't just force them. They got to want it, and you got to be able to not only because you're a coach, but you're also a cheerleader too, right?
Yeah.
In some way, form, or shape.
But sometimes too, being a cheerleader isn't just like, good job, bud, right? It's like, you did awful, and I need you to stop being awful.
Honesty.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just got to put on the skirt. You know,
Yeah.
you got to wave the pom poms in the air.
Got a lot of leg hair, and my legs are weirdly white, so I'm not sure. But
Well, thanks for being on the show, Dustin. Very informative today. Yet again, I'm Benny Capal. This is Dustin. Thank you for checking in to Capal's Corner. Happy Father's Day, dads. You rock. And roll. All night long. Sweet Susie.